Introduction. When the body speaks silently. Hello, I'm Dr. Thomas Reed. I've spent over 3 decades caring for older adults, listening to their stories, walking with them through quiet days, and helping families understand what it means to age with dignity. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this: the body speaks in whispers long before it cries out. Far too often, we miss these messages until it's too late. Aging doesn't happen in a single moment. It unfolds quietly, gradually, almost imperceptibly. A forgotten appointment, a skipped meal, a walk that feels just a bit too long, these are often brushed off as normal aging. But for those of us who've seen the signs up close, we know better. These are moments when change is trying to speak. If we learn to listen, truly listen, we can make the final season of life more peaceful, more supported, and more human. This isn't just about death. It's about preparing for life right now. Whether you're 75 or 95, the choices you make today influence how well you move, think, eat, sleep, and connect with the world tomorrow. For adult children or caregivers, I know your heart is full. You want to do what's right, but the signs can be confusing, the moment's heavy, and it may feel like you're standing on shifting ground. Let this be a gentle companion on your journey, whether you're walking it yourself or beside someone you love. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore 5 key areas that deeply affect quality of life after age 70, often long before. Each chapter is crafted with care, with stories, real strategies, and the heart of a doctor who's sat by countless bedsides, held trembling hands, and whispered, "You are not alone." Chapter 1. When weight loss speaks louder than words. I've seen it more times than I can count. A spouse, a daughter, a neighbor walks into my office and says, "Doc, Mom's losing weight again, but she says she's fine. Should we be worried?" I always pause, not because I lack an answer, but because that question carries 100 quiet fears. Let me share something I wish more people understood. Unexplained weight loss in older adults is never just aging. It's the body speaking, and we must listen. In the early stages, the signs are subtle. A belt needs a new hole. Pants that once fit perfectly now sag. Dinner plates return to the sink half full. Sometimes, it's blamed on medication side effects or a lack of hunger. But beneath it, something profound is happening. After age 70, our bodies change how they absorb, store, and use nutrients. The digestive tract slows. Protein isn't processed efficiently. Muscle mass breaks down faster than it's built. This isn't just about the scale, it's about strength, immunity, and survival. Unexplained weight loss is concerning because it leads to muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, which causes weakness, poor balance, and higher fall risk. It lowers immunity, making infections harder to fight. It slows wound healing, where even small cuts become serious. It affects mood. As energy dwindles, so does hope. For many older adults, weight loss can signal the final year of life. Not always, but often enough to never be ignored. Eating is emotional. It's comfort, routine, joy. When the desire to eat fades, it's not just hunger, it's a loss of connection with the world. Food may not taste the same. Chewing becomes tiring. Swallowing can be harder than we realize. Chronic illness, mild cognitive decline, or depression can make a plate feel overwhelming. Families, out of love, try making favorite dishes, buying protein shakes, or offering gentle encouragement. Sometimes it helps, but often the weight still drops. The issue isn't just what's on the plate, but what the body can no longer do with it. So, if your loved one is eating less, shift from calories to comfort. Offer small, soft, easy-to-swallow meals throughout the day, avoiding large portions. Prioritize hydration with warm broths, herbal teas, or fruit-infused water. Sit and share meals without pressure, just be there. Accept what they can do lovingly. If they eat half a banana, celebrate it. If they drink a small smoothie, smile. The goal is presence, not perfection. I remember Marjorie. An 86-year-old patient, sharp as a tack, but her appetite had vanished. Her daughter, Ellen, was in tears, saying, "I've tried everything, Dr. Reed. She won't eat. I'm scared." We sat with Marjorie, and I asked what food still brought her joy. She smiled and said, "Applesauce and warm cinnamon toast. That's all I like now." That became her ritual, not forced meals, but warm toast, a spoon of applesauce, and soft classical music. She passed 6 months later, peacefully, surrounded by family, never alone. Food is fuel, but in life's final season, it's more, a way to feel seen, a chance to create warmth, an act of kindness offered gently. If your loved one eats less, don't panic. But don't ignore it. Listen to their body, respect its pace, and nourish not just the body, but the soul. If the plate is half full but the heart is full, you're doing just fine. Chapter 2, Exhaustion isn't laziness, it's a message. There's a kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix, showing up quietly like a shadow on a sunny day. If you're over 70, or caring for someone who is, you may notice mornings are harder, naps stretch longer, and walking to the kitchen feels like a marathon. This isn't laziness. It's the body speaking, and we must listen. We all slow down with age, that's normal. But when simple tasks like getting dressed, brushing teeth, or sitting through a phone call become exhausting, that's not just aging. It's the body conserving energy. The heart pumps less strongly, muscles receive less oxygen, metabolism slows, and cells prioritize essential functions. What was automatic now requires effort, and effort comes at a cost. Older adults may not say, "My body is declining." Instead, they say, "I don't feel like myself," or "I'm tired all the time," or "everything feels harder." Often, they feel ashamed, embarrassed that simple things leave them winded. This shame turns inward, leading them to withdraw from friends, family, and life. Exhaustion isn't just physical, it drains the will, mood, and desire to participate. Hobbies are dropped, calls go unanswered, laughter fades, not because they're sad, but because they're too tired. Watch for signs like needing multiple naps yet waking tired, losing interest in routines, taking longer on tasks. Breathlessness after light activity, or quiet frustration and withdrawal. These aren't just old age, they're the body asking for compassion. Families naturally want to motivate, but pushing often backfires. Support gently instead. Slow your pace to match theirs, walk beside them, don't speed ahead. Encourage restful routines with shorter tasks and longer breaks. Avoid pep talks that guilt, like, "Come on, you can do it," which feel like pressure. Offer help without hovering, saying, "Would it be helpful if I brought you water?" Celebrate small wins, getting out of bed or taking a shower is huge. Let them feel proud, not pitted. Harold, a 79-year-old patient, once told me, "I don't mind slowing down, document. I just wish I didn't feel guilty about it." That stayed with me. In our culture, we tie worth to energy, but aging isn't failure. Needing rest isn't weakness. Choosing comfort over productivity is wisdom, not surrender. Rest isn't what you do when there's nothing left, it's part of healing, transition, and listening to the body. In life's final seasons, it's more important than ever. If your loved one moves slower or sleeps more, don't rush them or force unsustainable routines. Give them permission to rest. Sit beside them, listen, be present. In the stillness, love speaks loudest. Tiredness isn't laziness, it's a sacred signal, a natural part of the journey. Respond with understanding, not frustration, to create space for peace, dignity, and connection. If you or someone you love feels exhausted, let go of guilt and shoulds. Sometimes, doing less is the bravest thing we can do. Chapter 3, The Mind That Drifts, Navigating Memory, Mood, and Meaning. One of the most delicate parts of aging is realizing your mind, once sharp and certain, feels foggy, not broken, not gone, just harder to catch. You walk into a room and forget why. You can't recall a neighbor's name you've known for 20 years. A familiar story feels unfamiliar. If you're a son, daughter, or spouse witnessing this, you might think, they're just getting old. But pause, mild forgetfulness is part of aging, but sudden or deep confusion is not. The brain, like the heart or lungs, ages. As circulation slows and oxygen delivery weakens, the brain misfires. Short-term memory fades, processing slows. Mood regulation becomes harder. This isn't just aging, it's the body saving energy, prioritizing function. These changes may signal early dementia or be a natural response to illness, fatigue, or emotional overload. In all cases, they deserve compassion, not correction. You may notice repeated questions, forgotten appointments, getting lost in familiar places, difficulty following conversations, sudden irritability, or emotional flatness. They often know it's happening but can't explain it, fearing judgment as they lose trust in their mind. Many retreat, skipping family dinners, sitting quietly, avoiding calls or events, not because they don't care, but because pretending everything's okay is exhausting. Loud voices hurt, jokes are hard to follow, and silence feels safer than risking mistakes. This isn't rejection, it's self-protection. If you see these signs, don't diagnose, just be present. Speak slowly, gently, clearly, without raising your voice. Give space but stay near. They may not talk but want to know you're there. Use names, faces, and memories to remind them who they are with warmth, not pressure. Avoid correcting. If they say something off, let it pass. Create familiar rhythms. Repetition brings comfort, predictability brings peace. I visited Della, a 91-year-old former librarian, sharp and poetic. One day, she asked, "Have we met before?" I smiled, saying, "Yes, we've known each other a while, but it's okay if it doesn't feel familiar today." With tears, she whispered, "Thank you for not making me feel stupid." That taught me more than any textbook. Even if they forget your name or can't follow your words, they feel your tone, sense your love, recognize your presence. Don't wait for clarity, just show up, sit beside them, hold their hand. They need safety, not answers. We idolize sharp minds, but aging shows beauty in the slow, quiet, tender. The drifting mind isn't broken, it's moving gently, inwardly. Follow with care to meet them where they are. Love remembers, even when memory doesn't. Chapter 4, The Invisible Battles, Infections and Healing Slowdowns. Not all battles are loud. Some happen quietly beneath the skin, deep within the body, without raising alarms. The most dangerous illnesses in older adults don't always bring pain or fever. Sometimes, they show as more sleep, less hunger, or confusion. If we're not watching closely, we miss the message. By our 70s or 80s, the immune system slows. White blood cell activity decreases, skin thins, blood flow weakens. Minor wounds, small infections, or mild illnesses can become serious. The body isn't broken, it's tired, redirecting energy toward preservation. Older adults are prone to urinary tract infections. Pneumonia, skin infections, oral issues, recurring colds, flu, or bedsores, especially if less mobile. What makes these dangerous is their unusual symptoms. A urinary tract infection, for example, may cause sudden confusion, disorientation, agitation, or forgetfulness. No fever, no pain, just a fog. Families may mistake this for dementia, but it's often a treatable infection. As circulation declines, wounds heal slower. Cuts linger, bruises persist, scratches reopen. Poor blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients, slowing cell regeneration. For those bedridden, pressure sores on the tailbone, heels, or hips can develop quickly, becoming deep, vulnerable wounds. This isn't about panic, it's about proactive gentleness. Inspect skin regularly for redness, swelling, cuts, or spots. Keep skin clean and moisturized with gentle soap and fragrance-free lotion. Change positions every 1 to 2 hours if they're bedbound. Encourage hydration to flush bacteria and support healing. Watch for quiet signs like sleepiness, confusion, or appetite loss, which may signal infection. I cared for Charles, an 84-year-old retired teacher, sharp and funny. One week, his daughter noticed he stopped laughing, skipped dinner, and forgot their dog's name. She feared dementia, but a test revealed a urinary tract infection. Within 2 days of treatment, Charles was back, joking and asking for meatloaf. Behavioral changes may be medical, not mental. Sometimes, in life's final stage, the goal shifts from curing to comforting. For someone weakening, antibiotics or hospital visits may not extend life but reduce its quality. That's a hard but essential conversation. The best medicine may be keeping them warm, hydrated, holding their hand, letting them rest without pain. Infections and wounds seem small, but for older adults, they're turning points. Watch quietly, care gently. Every touch, every cup of water, every repositioned pillow is love. Their comfort speaks louder than words. Chapter 5, Breath, Circulation, and the Slowing of Time. There's a silence near life's end, not heavy or frightening, but sacred, still, almost timeless. If you've sat beside someone in their final days, you know this silence. The breath changes, the rhythm slows, and the body, once full of motion, settles into deep surrender. Breathing is unnoticed until it shifts. In later stages, breaths may be shallow, irregular, or through the mouth. Brief stops, called apnea, may occur. One pattern, Shane Stokes respiration, involves deep breaths, a long pause, then shallow breaths. To families, this feels unsettling, but to the body, it's nature's course. As the heart weakens, blood flow prioritizes vital organs. Hands and feet feel cold, even in warmth. Skin turns pale, bluish, or mottled on fingers, toes, nose, ears, or lips, becoming fragile, translucent. These aren't signs of suffering but of energy conservation, the body letting go. Some may say, I can't catch my breath, or I'm so tired, or I just want to rest. Others drift between waking and sleeping, saying nothing. Hearing often lasts longest, your voice and presence still matter. This isn't time for interventions but for comfort, dignity, peace. Keep the environment calm with dim lights, soft music, familiar scents. Ease breathing with a semi-upright position, pillows, or a recliner. Use a humidifier for dry air. Offer water sips or moisten lips. If prescribed, oxygen or medications may ease discomfort, not prolong struggle. Hold their hand, speak softly, share memories, music, or prayer, whatever soothes. I sat with Leonard, a former jazz musician with a big laugh. In his final days, he barely spoke. His daughter feared he was in pain. I said, he's not in pain. His body is slowing. The music is quieter, but it's still playing. She hummed his favorite tune, holding his hand. He passed 2 days later with a smile. This isn't giving up, it's letting go, choosing peace over panic, allowing a gentle end. In Western culture, we talk of fighting illness, but sometimes strength is surrender. When breath slows, hands cool, and time stretches, you're witnessing something sacred. You're not helpless or failing. Your presence is everything. Take a breath, don't rush, just be there. Even as time slows, love doesn't. Conclusion: what it means to live fully, even as life slows down. Thank you for staying through these chapters. You've listened with your heart, showing you care, want to understand, and walk this road with eyes open and soul steady. Aging isn't fading, it's becoming quieter, clearer, more human. Every breath matters, every word carries weight, every relationship becomes sacred. Whether you're 70 or 90, strong or fragile, there's life in your stories, smile, and wisdom. If you're a caregiver, you're part of a sacred circle, witnessing, not fixing, offering presence that matters deeply. The 5 signs: weight loss, exhaustion, cognitive changes, infections, and slowing breath, are signs of life's final stage but also chances to connect. Slow down, sit closer, say, I love you, I'm proud of you, thank you. These aren't medical but human prescriptions. Instead of asking, how can I fix this, ask, how can I make this moment meaningful? Stop chasing time and create peace within it. Healing isn't always recovery, sometimes it's comfort, forgiveness, or being held. If today is quiet or tomorrow uncertain, that's okay. You're doing your best, and that's enough. You're not broken, but becoming. You're not less, but essential. You're not forgotten, but loved. If this journey feels heavy, you're not alone. Family, friends, caregivers, and people like me believe in dignity, peace, and love at every stage. You're worthy. You matter, and beauty lies ahead. Thank you for letting me walk this road with you. If this brought peace, subscribe to our channel, like this video if it helped you feel seen, and share it with someone who needs these words. We're building a space for truth, grace, and healing together.